Evaluation of a Nonprofit Special Education School by Robert E. Lee. Leadership Discussion Questions. Which disruptive trends have the potential to change our competitive landscape? Government on both the state and federal levels decide on how much financial aid to give to students to go to our school. For many parents, allowing their children to go here depends on this cost, and so trends with the government spending and cutting costs to this budget are huge factors. What is the new way we will compete in today's core? While old metrics are no longer relevant, which new ones are? We will compete by allowing people with different disabilities, age groups, and those that also need direct care to be allowed entrance into our community. Old metrics, such as those designed for specific disabilities and age groups, are no longer relevant, while new metrics based on people's specific abilities are. What are the most exciting growth opportunities? Expanding the age and widening the margins of people with disabilities will allow us to bring more people under our community. Also, entering into elder care would allow us entrance into a big new market. Who will be our new competitors? What unique capabilities will allow us to win? Our new competitors will be nursing homes, other day programs, and group/shared living. Our school is already infused with a music program, and expanding on this, we could build a whole community around it, where people with special needs of all ages and those such as the elderly who need direct care can find joy and live their best lives. Future-backed strategic dialogue. Align on the future environment, define the company's future. With a number of elderly people and people with disabilities needing similar supports, combining the two programs into one community while still having them separate could offset costs and extend the time people are in the programs. Doing this would also allow parents of people with special needs to stay closer with their children as they get older, if so desired. Identify specific strategic imperatives. Detail the path forward. Build new housing facilities or buy housing to accommodate new residents while training staff on new procedures for working with the new population. Get all appropriate licenses and hire new staff as needed under laws and regulations. Share resources between the two programs as needed. 3-year transformation map. Year 1. Decide on if building a new facility or buying a facility. Figure out number of residents new facility should hold. Follow all legal procedures and apply for needed licenses. Start marketing new program. Start building or buying process. Year 2. Continue getting new facilities. Continue with legal procedures needed to start new operation when construction is complete. Continue marketing new program and facility. Start to change mission statement/purpose. Year 3. Finish new facility. Hire new staff and train old staff to accommodate new population. Begin enrolling first cohort into program. Early warning signs assessment. Stage 1. Circumstances. Customer loyalty. Stable or increasing. Low risk. Venture investment. Little or none. Low risk. Stage 2. Catalysts. Policy changes. Under consideration or discussion. Moderate risk. Industry entrant activity. Little or none. Low risk. Customer habit shift. Habits are stable. Low risk. Stage 3. Impact. Business model innovation. Entrance experimenting with different models. Moderate risk. Profit margins. Slow decline or increasing due to cost management. Moderate risk. Growth gap assessment. Set a target. By 2025, we will have built the new facilities and will be housing and enrolling 2 times the amount of people we are now. This growth will give us more than double the amount of profit we are currently making. Estimate the potential of current operations. There is still room for growth in current markets as we lessen our restrictions on who we give acceptance into the programs. Estimate the potential of existing new growth investments. By breaking into this new market of elder care, we could see upwards of doubling our profit. With some of our customers' ages rising already, it would be a good idea to separate out those in the program who are older. The risk is building or buying a new facility and the time that goes into it. Calculate your growth gap. Having a strong potential for growth in both our A transformation and B transformation, along with high probability of success, leads to a high growth gap. Transformation A business model blueprint. What job are you doing for customers? Giving them a place to learn and be with peers while they can make relationships and enjoy life to the fullest. What specifically are you selling or providing? Providing housing, accommodation, an engaging program, and a community to be a part of. How does the customer get it? By enrolling into the program, customers have all the benefits that come with it, such as staffing, classes, activities, and more. How does the customer pay for it? Customers pay for it by DDS funding, private pay, or a combination of the two. How do you produce it? By giving our customers a place they can learn living skills and a place they can flourish friendships and relationships with peers. How do you support it? By giving our customers the daily living supports they need to live their best lives. Who are your key partners? Our key partners are other organizations that also serve the needs of those with disabilities, such as Special Olympics, Best Buddies, and different college groups. How do you make money? DDS or private funds pay us to give housing and programming to students with disabilities. What are your key variable costs? How much funding DDS will give for current students? What are your key fixed costs? Cost of housing and staffing. Goals and boundaries summary form. Target customer type, persons in need of direct care. Distribution channel, direct services. Type of offering, direct care. Target geography, mostly Massachusetts, but also all over the world. Brand name or approach. Our approach is offering a free trial to see if a candidate is a good fit into our program. Revenue model, semester payments for services. Transformation B strategic opportunity area, key questions. What problem will you address? The problem of where elderly special needs people and possibly their parents can go to stay together. Who struggles most accurately with this problem today? Elderly parents of those with special needs. How do you propose addressing the problem? By providing two programs for the two different populations, but also having connecting bridges between the two and sharing of resources. Why is now the time for us to pursue this? There's a rising number of elderly parents with special needs students. Capability Assessment Guide. Step 1. Identify your unique capabilities. Talented staff in the area of direct care. A program with fun and rewarding lessons, classes, and activities. Nursing homes and other competitors are envious of our staff and facilities. Step 2. Determine your link management approach. Having a single director oversee this new growth while regularly reporting to the executive director would be the ideal approach. As of now, we have many directors in different departments who lead their departments separately with guidance from the executive director. Step 3. Identify how to fill capability gaps. New facilities, staff, and appropriate licenses are required for success. By building or acquiring new elder care facilities, these capability gaps could be filled. The first mile certainly questions. Is there a need? Yes. With an increasingly older population and the rise of people with disabilities, there is now more of a need than before. Can you deliver? Yes. With our current program and facility, it would be easy to accommodate this new growth. Is it worth it? Yes. Increasing our customer base and adding a different market not only lets us grow, but also lets us break into different markets. Corporate curiosity assessment, customer intimacy. We have a strong understanding of customers and their needs. External orientation. Occasionally, we're bringing outside organizations for input to make sure we are following laws. Idea sourcing. Occasionally, we source ideas from customers, employees, and other outside stimuli. Team diversity. Strong teams. Diversity with employees with a wide range of backgrounds. Cross-company interaction. Regularly interact between departments. Openness to experimentation. Experience run with approval from directors. Idea sharing. Ideas are shared but are usually overlooked. Failure tolerance. Failure is met with heavy stigma. Toolkit. Conclusion. I think the toolkit is a good starting point for any business leaders. It made me think of different challenges I would face if I were to really be in the position in an organization to make a change. It hit me on many key parts that go along with the transformation process and gives good guides to help you formulate a well thought out plan. However, I do not think it is a good idea for someone who is not a top leader to try to fill out perfectly on their own. As I was working my way through it, I found myself stuck at many parts because I just did not have the information needed to complete some parts, and so I was forced to use some guessing in some areas. I feel as though even some top-level leaders might not have all the information needed to fully complete this toolkit.
by themselves and think that to get the best results, a team effort of top-level leaders is needed. Works cited.